AM Sports Report brought to you by Hobby Habit right here in LeGrand. The D&D Monster Manual 2024 is now available. In this new and improved 2024 Monster Manual, meet a monstrous menagerie of creatures for the 5th edition. Encounter iconic D&D favorites and a whole host of mighty new monsters. Let their stories, illustrations, and streamlined stats fuel your epic adventures. Hobby Habit, just for the fun of it. Let's start with girls basketball. LHS, in front of a pretty packed house on Tuesday night, the Tigers took on Ontario at home for senior night. It was awesome. This group of senior girls is a pretty tight one. They've been playing together since like third grade. They have, they had the same coaches all the way through AAU, and they're looking to win a state championship. They beat Ontario on Tuesday night 79-15. And unfortunately, usually you wouldn't run the score up like that, but the way the computers work for the rankings in Oregon is so stupid. When you play a team that is number 30 in the state and you're number 5, you have to beat them by a lot of points, or you can actually move down in the rankings, which is just, OSAA needs to figure that out. It's frustrating. The girls are 14-3 overall. They're undefeated in the GOL, and they have the game of the year this Friday right here in LeGrand against Baker. They beat Baker in overtime, and they're going to take them on here Friday at 6, and this likely will decide who the GOL champion is this year for girls basketball. The LHS boys basketball team also hosted Ontario for senior night. After celebrating the seniors, the boys went on to a dominating 86-64 win over Ontario. It was cool. I always like it when Ontario comes because Kevin Attila is Ontario's head coach, and he is a LHS grad and EOU grad, and it's always good to see him. I wish we could find out a way to get him back over here and coaching in LeGrand. The boys are 6-14 overall, 2-2 in the GOL, and they also host Baker on Friday night. That game will tip off at 6:30. LHS boys wrestling is in Nissa tonight for a duel with the Bulldogs, and then they'll head to Ontario on Monday for their final duel of the season. The district tournament for the boys will be in LeGrand on February 22nd, with the finals live streamed right here on EO Live. So check that out. That'll be the 22nd. It's a Saturday, I believe. It's right around the corner. LHS girls wrestling will have their district tournament right here in LeGrand as well on February 14th. With the finals live streamed right here on EO Live as well. And as soon, with these tournaments, it kind of just depends on how the tournament goes, what time the event will start. But I'll make sure that we're streaming a good 15 minutes before the actual finals start, and let you guys have a little bit of time to get involved and, get on your phones or whatever you're going to watch it on. Roku. EOU men's and women's basketball is at home this weekend. They host Walla Walla tomorrow. The tip-off for the women is at 11 on a Friday. It's so weird when we play Walla Walla because of the time. They're not allowed to play at night because they're 7th day. There's some rules. I don't know exactly. But an 11 o'clock game on a Friday in college is weird for a small college. But that's what's happening tomorrow. 11 o'clock for the women, 1 o'clock for the men. And then on Saturday, they host Lewis and Clark State College. The women tip off at 3. The men tip off at 5. Both teams are in the hunt to make the CCC tournament. So get up to Quinn and support these guys. EOU track and field, I'm excited about this one. I was so excited about this one, I started talking about it last week like it was happening last weekend. But they host the Luthorn Invite this weekend, finally, up at the field house. They're going to run like the mixed relays and a couple of the throws tomorrow. But the big day is Saturday, all day. They're going to be having events going on. There's quite a few Mounties looking to qualify for national. And then the men are currently ranked 13th in the country, and the women are ranked 18th, with about 3 weeks until the indoor national championships in Gainesville, Florida, February 27th through March 1st. Get up there and support these guys. Benny runs the mile on Saturday. I don't think it's some of these senior Mounties last home meet in the indoor season. I mean, they have a last chance qualifier the following weekend, because in indoor you don't have a district championship. You just qualify for nationals with times and distances. So they have a last chance qualifier the following weekend, next weekend, at EOU as well. But some of these guys, this is going to be their last time performing inside the new field house. The EOU men's and women's wrestling teams will take on Southern in Crook County. So this is that deal that we bartered with Crook County about, one of the matches every year, because we wrestle Southern Oregon twice. So one year Southern will give up one of their home match. One year we'll give up our home match, and we do it at different high schools to generate buzz for college wrestling. So this year it's supposed to be at Southern, but they give up their home match, and the Mounties will take on Southern Oregon University at Crook County High School in Central Oregon, and that's a huge wrestling school already. And I've been on that trip, and the last time I went there, I live streamed it, and that place was packed because we have a lot of EOU kids that wrestled at Crook County, so it's really cool. EOU softball was supposed to start their season at home this weekend. Doubt that's going to happen. They've already moved it, actually. It's going to be in Hermiston. I'm so sick of that. Like, it's just, man, come on. EOU needs to just do the thing and invest in their softball program and get them a turf field. Please, just do it. They're nationally ranked. They won the CCC last year. Figure out a way to get this team on turf. And I know there's a lot of big projects. We got to get a baseball field built up there, but just let's figure out a way how to get these ladies playing on turf so they can have home games. I mean, these are obviously exhibition games against Central Washington, but it's still, people turn up for EOU softball, and there's a buzz about EOU softball, so they got to get turf built up there like soon. Finally, EOU baseball kicks off their season today in Gilbert, Arizona, with a 4-game set over the next 3 days versus Park University. You can go to eousports.com for game times and more information. AM Sports Report brought to you by Hobby Habit. Pretty sure if your dream is to become the ultimate dungeon master, Joe and his team have the books and dice to get you there. Hobby Habit, just for the fun of it in LeGrand.